Then Schmidt says he knows the best place to sit down and share food with a group of friends. For soup dumplings and eggplant in Chinatown, he recommends Dim Sum Garden.
My name is Sadie Song. I'm General Manager of Dim Sum Garden. The famous dish is the handmade pork soup dumpling. Is the secret, has the soup inside and the shumai and a lot of small dishes. The Dim Sum Garden is a Shanghainese traditional restaurant, so everything is used handmade. For the pork soup dumpling and the pork sauce noodle, make the noodle is always handmade. Our WHYY story is starting 2003 when my mom come to the USA. She is the 5th generation of the recipe make the soup dumpling. Everything is fresh and very healthy, and make sure we choose the production is per days to market to get the fresh food, right?
Then Dim Sum Garden, such a unique spot. Why did you pick it?
I'm a big fan of dumplings. I like soup, so when you put them in a little pouch, it's the best. It's the best dumplings in the city, probably in the country.
Oh yeah, and there's so much variety too that you can share with a lot of people. But walk us through these soup dumplings, because this is probably one of their cornerstone dishes at Dim Sum Garden.
It is what they're known for. It's on the logo. Very known for their dumplings. When I usually go there, I get the chicken soup dumplings, and my husband gets the pork soup dumplings. This time, because of the show, I wanted to try something different, and I got the vegetable soup dumplings, and they were really good.
What was the difference between like a chicken dumpling and then the vegetable? What did that taste like?
Well, the chicken dumpling literally tastes like chicken soup, like a pocket of chicken soup, and the vegetable dumpling had more of like a sweetness to it that I wasn't expecting, but it was a very welcome surprise.
Priya, how were your soup dumplings? Because of course you can't go to Dim Sum Garden without getting the soup dumplings.
They were so good. And that was the first time I had tried soup dumplings. And I found myself like in social situations for months after being like, I tried this thing called soup dumplings. Have you ever heard of it?
That was my first time ever having soup dumplings as well, and I was so shocked at how like delicious and flavorful they were. I've had dumplings before from like takeout places, and they've been like, you know, like dry in the past or a little like plain, but like these, like you took a bite, it was absolutely flavorful, but then the meat itself was really good.
Yeah.
They're not injecting soup into the dumplings.
How did they make that?
I want to know how it happened.
If you have to go to
it's like a secret.
If you have to go to the restroom, you walk by the kitchen, right?
Okay.
And you can watch them making them. So it's just the dumpling exterior. Then they put the filling, and it's just a filling, but in the steaming process, part of that filling liquefies into a soup. So it's like the filling, but also a little bit of broth that kind of seeps out. And of course, it's dim sum, so there are a lot of other things to try from. And I know you tried some red bean cakes as well, Riley. How were they?
Yeah, so I'd say the red bean cakes were pretty good. They were definitely like very like high quality, and I really liked them a lot. Yeah.
I had them too. I don't know if I've had red bean before. It was a really good, first of all, the texture was really nice. It was like pretty soft, but not like mushy. Yeah. There was sesame seeds on the top. And the red bean is like sweet, but not overly sweet.
Riley, how are the shrimp noodles?
The shrimp noodles were really, really good. The noodles were so thick, and it was in this like really nice, good sauce. And then also the shrimp was cooked to perfection, I would say.
You also tried pork wontons with the chili oil? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I got the pork wontons as well. And again, that I was really impressed with the flavor behind that. So I was expecting it again to be like, as I've had like dumplings in the past, or like wontons, just like kind of like dry, just like plain meat, and then the wonton, but they actually added the like chili oil on top, and it also was like a perfect blend of like sweetness, but then also like good like pork flavoring.
Oh, I also got the pork and chive dumplings.
Oh.
I got these ones fried. It was like a burst of flavor. It was one of my favorites, and you know, it's such a simple dish. It was so good.
So I've been on like a spice kick lately, which is weird. I don't like spicy food, but lately I guess I'm of the age where I'm now officially an adult and I love spicy food. So I got the sliced beef with hot pepper, is what it's called on the menu. and I put some white rice on it, and it's honestly probably my favorite thing I had
Really?
in the meal, because I'm used to the dumplings now. So for me, it's like, I have these pretty often. But this new sliced beef with the hot pepper, I was like, wow, this is so good. Because it's just sliced up jalapenos with sliced up marinated beef. So it's just the right amount of kick. It's not too spicy, but it's so good.
Priya, what other entrees did you try?
I tried the duck.
Yes.
It was the crispy salty duck, I think. I prefer the dim sum. This was like, it was good. It was good duck, but it was like pretty simple. It was just duck.
Riley, what kind of drinks did you get?
So I actually got the bubble tea, and I really like bubble tea. I drink it all the time, and it was really good. I was really impressed by it. It was like nice and sweet, and it was flavorful, as opposed to like some places when you get like black milk tea, it's just like tastes like plain black tea. But I like how they put like the perfect amount of sugar. It wasn't like over sugary where you were drinking it and you were like, oh my god, I'm gonna get a sugar high from this, but it's pretty good.
What did you think of the service? Because sometimes there can be a little bit of a wait, but you lucked out this time.
Yeah, so for me, I first got there and it was like just around dinner time. It was a Friday night, so you know you're expecting it to be packed. I walked past and you could see the whole restaurant, like with the big windows, was fully packed, and there was a line out the door just to like put your name in. And I was like, oh my god, guys, we're gonna be here like a little while. I only waited like 15 minutes to get a table, and then by the time I got there, I was so overwhelmed by the menu that I kept like, I didn't know what to get. But our waitress was so good about not like trying to push the boundaries, but yet somehow we were in and out of there so quickly because the food came out really fast, and it was just all really great.
Ben, Dim Sum Garden is your pick. Sum it up for us.
If you want probably the best soup dumplings in the city or in the state or whatever, go to Dim Sum Garden with your buddies. It's always the best time.
All right, Riley, what are your final thoughts?
Quick, good service, but also high quality food for a good price. Dim Sum's the place to go.
And Priya, what's your final takeaway?
Best dumplings I've had ever. Great and easy to go with a big group of friends. Fast service, great quality food. It's the place to go.
Check out Dim Sum Garden at 1020 Race Street in Philadelphia, 215-873-0258. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $20.